Hey guys, welcome back to The Cozy Alchemist. I'm your host, Ashley. Welcome to my home. We're going to hang out today. We're going to talk about graphic novels because you know your girl loves some graphic novels. I have some here for you today. I actually have middle grade or youth, young adult, and adult as far as like ages of reading it. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. First, I'm going to say I'm just getting into manga and anime and that world and space, both of them. With anime, I'm covered on a lot of fronts because I have a lot of friends who watch it. As far as manga, I am new to it. I am trying to get into it. So if you have any suggestions based on any of the books that you've seen me say I like and are interested in and have read, let me know. I'm an action girl. I also like romance, but like romance can be part of the plot. I just don't want it to be the only part of the story. If that makes sense, that should make sense. I love mystery. Do I love gore? No. So although I like action, I like fighting, I don't like gore. I love spiritual weird stuff. So I'm trying to think of like anime that I've watched and then like what kind of manga I would want. So anyways, follow me on Fable. Fable has books, but it also has TV shows. So there's a option to click and to go over like TV shows, discuss TV shows you've watched. I specifically have it for Korean drama and for anime. So if you follow me, you can see my lists of things that I have watched and things that I want to watch. So if you have any suggestions for any of that, I have a huge list of Korean drama, anime, but my manga list is so small. And so I am open to your suggestions if anybody has any. And with that being said, we're going to get into the manga that I have, which is A Sign of Affection. I have not seen this. I know that there is a show and I have not seen it. I wanted to read this before I dabbled into it. I gave this 3 stars. It is super cute. Yuki is adorable. I think for this one, I probably would do better watching it. I don't know. It was kind of hard. Again, I think this is one of the first few like manga series that I've opened other than Creepy Cat. So Yuri is a college student. She's deaf. And doesn't understand English. And so she is, I believe, like on a train or something, and someone who's a tourist is trying to talk to her. She's kind of like, I don't know what she's saying, bro. And so this guy steps in and kind of saves the day. And it gets really cute and cheesy and kick your feet while you're reading it, kind of thing. So I enjoyed it. I just wanted more. So maybe I need to continue the series. I don't know. But it was super cute. So make sure you check out A Sign of Affection. Okay, so my next one is considered young adult. It is called The Deep and Dark Blue. So this story is about 2 twins, as you can see, who are part of a royal line. And in this world that they live in, there are different groups of women who do different things, that have different mystical, magical skills. And one of them creates a blue thread, and this blue thread is used, one of the things that it's used for is creating tapestry that always points out to next heir in the line of royalty. And so these two, they're just like 2 peas in a pod, and unfortunately one night they are escaping. And so they realize that this group of women is pretty much opening up to allow new attendees to come in and learn from them and live amongst them. And they decide to pretend to be girls and dress up and hide within this sisterhood until they can figure out what to do, because they will never look for them there, because they're 2 twin boys getting revenge and finding their way back to their rightful place. This story was very, very cute. Lots of action, fast pace. Like it just, it gets you where you want to go. I enjoyed it very, very much. I gave it a 3.75. There is trans representation here as well, which I absolutely love. Definitely highly suggest the Deep and Dark Blue. Very good story. Next one is considered youth or middle grade. It is LightFall, the first one. I was taken by surprise. This one is definitely a cute, cozy one. If you are looking for something to just sit with, enjoy, drink some tea or coffee, and just have a really, really sweet night, LightFall is definitely for you. I gave LightFall a 7.5. I'm sorry, 7.5. I gave LightFall a 4.5. It was so good. There's action. There is newfound family, friendship. There is facing your fears. We have our two main characters. We have Bee and Cad, who end up running into each other because Bee is trying to find her grandpa, who just goes off to go do something, and she has no idea where he is. His memory is kind of leaving him, and so she's worried about him. And Cad, who is an adventurer of heart, he is one to help all, says, hey, I'll take up your plate and let's go find grandpapa. In this place that they are living, there is no more sun. The sun's gone. She gone, y'all. Ain't there to be seen nowhere. And so all these cities have these balls of light that are parts of the sun, light that was once part of the sun, but there is no traditional sun. So in this story, you learn about the light, you learn why the sun was taken, and you start to realize that there is something that is out trying to now destroy all of the light. This friendship is beautiful. I absolutely love it. Check it out. Go read book 1, LightFall, and I'm looking forward to reading the second part. Okay, for our next one, we have Ember and the Island of Lost Creatures. We have our main character, Ember, right here. He is so cute. I don't know why, but he reminds me of Aang from The Last Airbender. He reminds me of that. So Ember is actually a really, really small human-like person, and he's by himself, and he's all alone, and he dreams of having a school and having friends and all of these things. And one day his wishes come true, and not the way he originally planned for them to. And so you go on an adventure with Ember as he literally sails out into the deep world, and he learns more of what's out there, who's out there, that he is not the only one who's different, and his journey of being brave, finding friendship, sticking up for himself, what is considered home. It is a very, very sweet story. I highly suggest it. It is definitely on the cozy side of adventure. So if you're looking for something cute, warm, and enjoyable, I highly suggest Ember. Before we get into last 2 graphic novels that I have, I definitely wanted to give a shout out to Auralign. If you have not checked out my new moon journaling blog, please check it out. In that video, I am using an Auralign astrology planner. Even though it is a planner, and for my ADHD peeps, this planner is amazing, but also for my moon peeps, and also for my astronomical peeps, but also for my just journaling peeps. This planner is all of that in one, and I absolutely love it. I am an affiliate with them, and I have been using their journals for the past 3 years. Not only do I have this planner, but I also have the wall calendar in my bedroom, and that is what I use to help me stay on track with my cycle, with the moon cycle, my energy levels, and as well as just daily tasks. I love the material. I love how easy it is to follow, and how every month there is a new moon, full moon, a perforated page where you can write on, rip up if you like to burn your stuff, if you like to stash it somewhere safe and go back and look at it, or if you just like to leave it in there. Shout out to Auralign. Thank you so much for creating something like this, because I am a calendar planner girly, and I have struggled to find one that fits me, fits my flow, fits who I am. And this one has all the things combined. So if you have not checked them out, go check them out. I will put all the information in the description box below with the discount code so you can also receive a discount. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get right into the last two graphic novels. This next graphic novel is considered youth or middle grade, and it's called Another Kind. This one was so good. It was so good. I gave this, I'm looking at my notes, I give this a 5 stars. 5 stars. If you are looking for action packed, if you are looking for newfound family, if you are looking for monsters and aliens and werewolves and just mythical creatures, this is for you. If you like fast-paced graphic novels, this is definitely for you. It's about a group of humanoid-ish kids that are in a government facility called the playground. Now, they're supposed to be there and be safe, and they find out one day that one of the agents that is there is actually a bad guy. And so they are left to escape, to figure out how to find safety, what they're going to do, because they're in a range of ages, they have a range of skills, and they were in the facility to kind of strengthen their skills, go to school, kind of have somewhat normalcy. And unfortunately, due to the agent kind of selling them out to a super bad guy, they're having to do all of these things on their own. They do find found friends and found family along the way, but they also find more dangers and challenges along the way that will test not only themselves internally and how they feel and see themselves, because they're so used to being othered and seen as less than. It will also test the trust that they have in each other and how they see each other. I love these kids. These kids are my kids. These kids can come stay with me. They are safe and sound at Mama Ashley's house. Wouldn't necessarily say it's a cozy vibe, but it makes you, it's heartwarming as you go through the book and you learn more about the characters. You just fall so much in love with them. So 5 stars for me on this one. Before we get to the last one, I just wanted to remind you to follow me on Fable to see what I am reading as I'm reading it in real time, also to share suggestions with each other. And if you are wanting any of the books from today, any of the graphic novels, you can look in the description box below, or I'll have it in a QR code where you can just simply scan it and it will give you a list of all the graphic novels that I have discussed today and in videos past, so you do not have to screenshot it or write it down. You can just go straight to that and there'll be a list for you. All right, with that being said, the last book, 4.25, is A First Time for Everything. This was a breath of fresh air. This was heartwarming. This is actually a memoir. It's by Dan, about Dan, and it is his experience in middle school with being bullied, self-doubt. I love it because he actually has a QR code for you to scan to listen to a mixtape that coincides with the story and his experience on a trip he goes on to. And so it's just his story about him and his home, his upbringing, how his mom is sick, his friendships, and just figuring out how to be a kid in middle school and be a cool kid, be a kid that is confident in himself. And then he gets a chance to travel and to go to Europe. And so it is about his time in Europe, the places they go, the people they meet, his relationships with his schoolmates while on this trip. It's so good. It's so slice of life. Like, I get Dan, I get the feelings he felt, but seeing his experiences and seeing him grow, his first love and his first time going out of the country, his first time having, his alcoholic drink, all of those things. And yes, I did say that because in France, the drinking age is different, but he lies and he has his first drink. So anyways, it is so sweet. It is so wholesome. It is so good. It is so real. And I think that's the part. It's so real. And he just does an amazing job of pulling you into real life and feeling what Dan feels. please check out A Time for Everything. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always so much fun to hang out with you and talk about graphic novels and the things that I've read. And so if you have any suggestions at all, if you have any suggestions on manga, if you have any suggestions for books in general, love to see it in the comments. Let your girl know. Help me out. Help me help you. Help you help me help you. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, homie.